Welcome guys to my YouTube channel. So in this video we have yet another kata which is known as list filtering, and its value is 7q, which means it would be fairly simple. Okay, 8qs, 7qs, these are kind of basic. Okay, basic, it only tests your logic and all those things. So let's dive into the problem statement. So they said, like, in this kata you will create a function, okay, that takes a list of non-negative integers and strings and returns a new list with a strings filter out. So what does that mean? Okay, so we have to understand the problem statement first before typing anything to the console. Okay, so they are asking us, like, so they are saying that you have a list. Okay, you have an array. Okay, basically they provided us an array which contains non-negative integers, which means -1, -2, so on couldn't be there, and it will also contain strings. Our task is to remove the string from that array and print that array. Okay, so it just want numbers. Okay, so how we will do it? First we will look into the example. Okay, they are filter list, they are giving us an array which contains 1 2 comma a comma b, and it is giving us 1 comma 2. So it is like not strict equal but fairly equal. So my approach would be to use a filter method. Okay, so let's dive into the code, like how we can do it. So let me just create a constant variable. I will say it as output value. Okay, and I will say filter. No, before typing into the filter, let's talk about filter. Okay, so filter is two things we have to consider for the filter method: that it will return us a new array, and the original array remains untouched. Means there won't be modification on original array, it will just return a shallow copy of the original array. So how to use the filter method? Specify the array. I got an array of L, means L is an array. We use the filter method. It will take arguments. Okay, it could take, it would contain element, and then we can put if element is something like that, etc, etc. But for simplicity purpose and for cleaner use, I would always prefer a function definition over here. So I would just pass the reference to a function. Let's just say that I would create a function called check num. Okay, I created a function called check num. Okay, let's create a function. Sorry, I've just passed the reference to that function. Okay. So function check num, one important thing, it will contain an element. Okay, so how, from where did the element comes? So filter logic will go for every element. Like for example, we have 1 comma 2, so we are looping through this array. So first element we got element, so I can perform operation on particular element itself rather than performing full on full array. So it filter, what does filter us do? It will tell us like you perform your action on particular on element of an array. So for that array we got the element. For example, I would say I got a 1. Okay, I would check, I have to check, like I have to uh, type of, okay, type of element agar is equal to number, and put element. I am converting from string to number and all those things, and I am checking after it is a number or not. If it is a number, return an element. Okay, so if I do this and I return my output value, filter method will return an array. Okay, after filtering it will return us an array. Let's test it out. I think there would be a problem. It is saying deeply equals operation, it should be deeply equals. One important thing of 0, what is 0? 0 is a falsy value that we have to consider it. So what does it means? Type of 0. which means which this statement gets wrong, right? So what I would do it, I would convert into a string. Okay, let's just push it as a string. Okay, okay, type of a number is equal to number, and for example for 0 it will come type of 0 is an falsy value, this will be also falsy value becomes falsy value, and then for if we didn't put string, then a falsy value will be pushed to the an array. But we know like falsy value can't be put like falsy into a number array, so we have to convert it into a string. Okay, so let's test it out. Okay, our test case pass attempt, all my test cases get passed. So two important takeaway for it, like 0 is a falsy value, we have to consider it, and we just converted into a string. Well, like 1 is also now a string, 2 is also a string, and 3 is also string. So our task wasn't like it should be a proper number. Okay, so our task was like distinguish between the string, proper string, and number. So we have done this kind of logic. So that's all, my friends. Thank you for watching this, and please do subscribe my channel. Thank you.